have to sit away from the computer.
Yes, please sit away from the computer without getting asking permission. Get you on the floor if you want to. That'd be the best place.
Where's Noodle? Where's Noodle? Where's Noodle?
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay. Keep it all the way off.
Sign in. Let me see if I can sign in to the Minecraft.
Still in Vampire Survivors?
Let's leave the game there.
Right.
Sure.
Is it going?
Alright, I'm installing. I was able to get into it, so now I'm installing the Minecraft launcher. This is to mean that there's only two clients, so it's either it's on there or on here. Like both of you guys can. Minecraft launcher download. You want to get reading chart?
Read.
How's your ramen?
Ramen.
Was it worth the special trip?
Corey, yours is probably done.
Okay. I'll get to it later. After I'm done reading. Alright. You guys want to get ready to reading? Alright.
What?
That's supposed to be.
No, that's shit.
It's like dehydrated vegetables, so sure. Maybe, but you're not going to get the full nutritional value from then actually eating like fresh. All right, I'm ready to start whenever you guys are.
We're not. I mean, we're what? Ready?
Okay. Simon Peter and another disciple followed Jesus.
Rules.
Good job. That other disciple was known to the high priest. He went into the high priest's courtyard along with Jesus, while Peter stood outside by the gate. So the other disciple, being known to the high priest, went out and spoke to the woman on the gate. Then he brought Peter inside. The woman on the gate spoke to Peter. "You're not one of that man's disciples, are you?" she asked. "No, I'm not," he replied. So you remember why, why it's such a big deal for him to deny, and also for Jesus' disciples, like, there's a fear of what when Jesus got arrested, when he got arrested as a rebel rouser. Well, his disciples will die with him, right? Because when a rebel leader is arrested and killed, his followers get killed with him. Usually. The woman on the gate spoke to Peter. "You're not one of that man's disciples, are you?" she asked. "No, I'm not," he replied. It was cold. The slaves and the attendants had made a charcoal fire, and they were standing round it, warming themselves. Peter was staying there with them and warming himself. The high priest asked Jesus about his disciples and about his teaching. "I've spoken to the world quite openly," replied Jesus. "I always taught in the synagogue and in the temple, where all the Judeans gather. I didn't say anything in secret. Why are you asking me? There were people who listened to me. Ask them what I said to them. Don't you see? They know what I said." When Jesus said that, one of the attendants standing there gave him a slap on the face. "Is that how you answer the high priest?" he said. "If I said something wrong," replied Jesus, "give evidence about what was wrong with it. But if what I said was true, why are you hitting me?" So Annas sent him off, still tied up to Caiaphas the high priest. Simon Peter, meanwhile, was staying there and warming himself. "You're not one of his disciples, are you?" they asked him. He denied it. "No, I'm not," he said. Then one of the high priests. So Annas, remember who Annas was? So I'm going to make sure to wash your hands when you're done, okay? He was the father-in-law to... Yeah, Caiaphas, the high priest.
Annas?
Annas, yeah. A-N-N-A-S.
I thought it was A-N-N-I-S.
A-N-N-A.
Ananias.
And so, when he answered him, he slapped him, right? No, actually, not the high priest, but the servants. He's like, "Hey, why do you slap me? I said everything openly." So, Annas,
Ew,
Sa-
what thing in here?
what he wants to do, still tied up to Caiaphas the high priest. Simon Peter, meanwhile, was staying there and warming himself up. "You're not one of his disciples, are you?" they asked him. He denied it. "No, I'm not," he said. And then one of the high priest's slaves, a relative of the man whose ear Peter had cut off, spoke up. "Didn't I see you in the garden with him?" he said. Peter denied it once more. Instantly, the cock crowed. Alright. What part's this?
Common. Harry.
Nice. Nice.
Lied to us about the ramen.
Yeah, because we didn't think about it.
He took the easy route. So, how many times, so how many times did Peter deny Jesus? So, he read these schools there so many other times, and he goes to a Christian school, so I'm saying SB new.
Wait,
He denied him 3 times. Easy too.
Oh, you do?
You go to a Lutheran Christian school? No?
we used to.
You used
You know, Bobby. Trinity. Ah,
Alright. Are you guys ready?
been ready since the year of 1989.
Cool.
There, There is a part of the human brain which seems to be closed off for much of the time, but which can be reached at once through the sense of smell. You can be walking down the street thinking of something completely different when a single sniff of someone's pipe tobacco or a single breath from a particular tree in a garden can take you back 20 years or more to a memory you didn't know you had. You can recall the place, the people, what was said, and particularly what it felt like. Many animals have much better sense of smell than we do, but ours.
Oh, we gotta breathe. I go one.
Heck yeah, what? Yum.
How loud can you eat?
Okay. Okay.
I wanted them to hear my chewing. Yum, 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 yum.
That hot pocket too.
Well, guess what? I did not ask. Getting a haircut?
Soon,
You should go bald.
make me.
Oh, I will.
Make me.
Okay, bro.
Do it right now then. Make me. Make me go bald.
Oh,
There's something there.
what is that?
That's the hot oil. So put your
I'm good.
do it. Okay, you do that. I'll lick it. If you this first, just grab like some a little bit of oil, and then with your finger, just like dab it. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Is it hot? Is it?
Flopping your noodles. Not hot. It's a whim.
MVP.
Don't.
By the way, I got Minecraft going. I got Minecraft going on the surface. You guys ready?
Keep reading, boy.
Yeah, they were distracted with the ramen, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Did you put the sauce in there?
Michael was chewing over the mic.
No, I wasn't.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I wanted them to hear it.
You when you hear it, make an ASMR video. Something sound.
Sound.
That temperature's really. It's like temperature hot right now. All right. There's a. We already said commentary. So it's talking about how a sense of smell can bring you back. Can bring you back to a past memory. Like for me, there's sometimes when like I'm in the field and it brings me back to Tacoma, Washington. Is there a certain smell that brings back any memories? What does ramen bring you back to? This day?
Same.
Noted.
Yeah, this is the same kind of packages.
Noted.
Actually, packaged ramen usually has a little bit less flavor. It's just like expensive ramen. We're rich snobs. Yeah.
Spaghetti, bruh.
Woo! This is a kicker.
No, not to try it. Corey says it's okay, then I mean, not.
I mean,
I'm making
it's easy. It's easy hot. It's pretty cake.
He's gonna be like, read now.
If I feel pushed, I want to ask you to go home. I'm like you're requesting nicely, like, and make sure everyone's on board because people have been distracted with their ramen. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get my ramen. People being distracted. So when Charlie feels like he's ready, in the place to listen. Are you sure? Okay.
I'm not ready.
Ah, back guys. Be ready.
Okay.
Don't stop meeting.
There is a part of the human brain which seems to be closed off for much of the time, but which can be reached at once through the sense of smell. You can be walking down the street, thinking of something completely different, when a single sniff or a single breath from a particular tree in the garden can take you back 20 years or more to a memory you didn't know you had. You can recall the place, the people, what was said, and particularly what it felt like. Many animals have much better sense of smell than we do, but ours is, well, I was going to say it's not to be sneezed at. You'll understand what I mean. There was one feature of this sad story, the story of Peter telling people he didn't belong to Jesus when his heart was crying out that he really did, which comes into this category. Charcoal fires have a particular smell to them. I can't possibly describe it, but you know it if you smell it again, and you remember what you were doing and what was said last time you came upon one. Well, not very long after this, there's another charcoal fire that comes into the story. It calls up for Peter and for Jesus the memory of the sad night, and it does so. This is the way the gospel of Jesus works, after all. In order to heal the open wound that the sorry tale has left in Peter and perhaps in Jesus as well. As in Mark's gospel, the story of Peter's denial is woven together with the story of Jesus' interrogation by the senior priest. It's not quite clear here whether it's Caiaphas, the actual high priest that year, who's doing the questioning, or whether it's Annas, Caiaphas' father-in-law. Caiaphas was most probably there at Annas' house for the initial exchange, and it may be that Annas sent Jesus on to Caiaphas' house for a more formal interrogation, such as the one we find in the other Gospels. Some ancient copies of the Gospels actually move some of the verses in this passage around and trying to make more sense of the movement to and fro. Perhaps part of the point is that it was all very confused, very dark, and very frightening, and nobody quite knew what was going on. Anyway, we now find Jesus speaking quite firmly to the high priest, and getting slapped in the face for his pains. But the main focus of the story remains on Peter. Jesus is telling the high priest the truth while Peter is telling lies to the servants. Dude, my lips are on fire.
Cool.
I'm like I'm trying to read, but my lips are burning. Jesus is speaking openly. Peter is doing his best to hide. Yet at least he's there, unlike all the rest, except for the other disciple of verses 15 and 16. Who is this? What he's doing there? Why didn't they ask him if he was one of the Jesus followers? How did he come to be known to the high priest? Was he perhaps too young for them to worry about? Was he perhaps the beloved disciple himself? Another puzzle on the dark night. But Peter has come for all the right and all the wrong reasons. He's come because he's loyal, but he had never understood. You want us to wait? Keep reading. Okay. He's come because he's loyal, but he had never understood more than half of what Jesus was saying, and it's half he hasn't understood that is going to let him down now. He is cold and tired, drained of the sudden rush of energy in the garden. He must know that if the guards realize he'd not only been there, but had maimed one of the high priest's servants with that senseless swish of a sword, then Jesus might well have the company of his senior associate as he went to meet his fate. Something Jesus was at pains to avoid. But all these thoughts come together and produce fear, panic, lies, and disloyalty. John tells the story simply and without adornment. He doesn't even say, as the others do, that Peter went out and burst into tears.
Cool.
Oh, are you done? Yeah, you can just throw it away. I'm not gonna eat your ramen. So like, drain what you can in the sink, and then throw it in the garbage. Yeah, so like put your fork so that you can leave some of the noodles in your bowl, but then try to get the liquid out without the food. You use the fork like you do this. Great. Okay, if you feel like this is too challenging for you, just go ahead and throw away the bowl. Okay, go ahead and throw away the bowl, my friend. You don't have to do it.
I'll put water out though.
No, that's fine. He doesn't.
Get Charlie, it's going through my ear. Ah, that puts my brain. Off of your shoulder, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, it's good.
How's that, Tori?
Pretty good. It's pretty tasty.
That's not good for you.
It's not good for you.
No, wait. Dried vegetables in water with flavoring. They are.
I mean, in the package, there's no dried vegetables, but
Well, but like,
no, these are dried vegetables. I'm talking about his packet ramens. They don't have vegetables. It's usually like the packet ramens he usually has are just like it's just flavor, like beef flavor, chicken flavor. Please don't hit your brother.
ready?
It's a good land.
No! What did I just touch?
Did you spill some?
I just touched something.
Did you wash your hands? All right, I'm almost done with this.
Drink the juice after.
Oh, I totally will.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Please don't, Charlie. He's gonna have a Carolina Reaper. I think he can eat this.
Video game.
No, I think he's eating
I
it.
mean, pretty much almost all the spicy stuff.
Oh, I can smell that. Peppa! There's some on your shirt. So I get the fan in my face.
Okay, stop it. You're the one that pushed it. I didn't.
Yeah, you did. There's him.
No, I didn't.
Sitting in this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to see you to be ready.
Yeah, that's why I'm over here.
Okay, but John tells the story simply and without adornment. He doesn't even say, as the others do, that Peter went out and burst into tears. But by the time we reach verse 27, if we have been living inside Peter's skin through the previous passage, that's what we want to do as well. He will need all the gentle but probing pastoral wisdom of the Good Shepherd before this hurt is healed. Jesus, meanwhile, is quizzed about his disciples and his teaching. That's standard practice. If today they catch someone they think is a terrorist leader, they want to know exactly what he's been saying and teaching, and who his closest associates are. Jesus won't give them any help with finding his followers, but when it comes to his teaching, he is hardly going to start giving them a resume of everything he said over the past 2 or 3 years. Nobody in the hastily convened night hearing would be in the mood to listen to parables, and much that he has said can only be said that way. They weren't ready for a careful explanation of the ways in which the kingdom of God both is and isn't coming, the difference between the normal revolution of Jesus' contemporaries and the radically different revolution he was pioneering. Go and ask the people who heard me, he says, they'll tell you. The slap on the face goes with Peter's slicing off the servant's ear. Violence has begun, and will escalate from here. But already, Jesus has begun to take the rebuke that his followers had earned. The cock has crowed to remind Peter of promises broken, and of Jesus' accurate prediction. The morning will bring the fulfillment of other predictions too. The Son of Man will face the ruler of this world, or at least his official representative. The light will shine once more into the darkness. Alright, we can start.
Sticker.
As part of my adapter I use for old devices. Old gaming consoles. Yeah. Yeah. Well, might want to try restarting the computer. I don't know.
Restart the computer. It's weird. No, you just have to.
No, it's a tiny game, so it shouldn't take long at all. It's just that's what I'm saying. It won't take long.
Please, we'll ask.
How long have you played this game for?
I'll have to check my Steam. And they have to maybe take away some time of my time on it because because I do leave it on. So saying I played 55 hours. It'll take away probably 10, maybe 10 hours from the times I just left it on. So maybe 40 hours.
Join me, Jason. It's not working. Oh, it works. Updating Minecraft Launcher. Downloading update file. Updating.
Yeah, but
Join me in my world, Jason. No, I'm gonna watch mine.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Why don't you want to join me?
die for raw.
Because I have stuff on mine. But I can't. We're not going nowhere else.
I'm going to make you die for it. so angry.
Bro, I'm so mad at you. Next time. Why? You gotta be so rude.
Wow, let's go.
Another funny.
Hey guys, let's just work on not talking like that. Like any other setting, yes, but it only ever goes south in this area. So
Download Minecraft. We download Minecraft. Including movie report players, sending abusive content in staff. Here. You're gonna give me stuff, Daddy? And if you join Mario, yeah, what's up? It gives you anything. And it's Fine Diamond, let's go. That's the boy, bro! And I can have it cost in order to get a full tool set. Yeah.
Why do you need to call it stuff for that?
So just like sword axe pickaxe.
Sword axe, pickaxe?
Yeah. Big. It's 5 6. If we have more than probably 7 materials, 7. Pickaxe.
Go for the sword.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
when it popped up the internet thing, did you select private? When it popped up the firewall, did you select private? That's your mistake. You have to allow access to be able to communicate with the other computers in my network.
he's boy.
Mike.
Dylan? Huh? Hey, Dylan.
Yo, what's going on?
Where are you? Let's go to the doctor's floor. I think we have It doesn't keep glitching you? No, it's already it's still like that. Like 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 seconds.
Duration, pain, duration. Oh, area is fine. Duration, okay. Duration. Duration.
Yo, what's going on?
Well, I can. Bring down the settings. If the phone can handle it, that can handle it. You want the lowest settings possible. Not fancy is good graphics. You want smooth.
Yep.
There you go. You want you want that. You want those settings. Like the number 2?
TP new to me. Oh, so did you go to that? Yay. Okay, we have to get. Look what I got. I'll show you guys. Yes, I got that. Because if you can have a turn, I'm down. This can have my hearts. What about you? With your armor. I only have 3 quarters. Oh, 3 hearts? Let me do it to you. One. Big one. And like, where do you get golden armor from?
Hmm. Make sure you have the draw distance low and no shadows. Those will really hamper you. Again, if you keep having issues, I'll look at it too. You pretty much want everything off. Not a U-char, but I mean, if you want to make things so it's a lot more smoother, there's set. You could just bring down settings.
Oh,
You're gonna have that on that. Just accept it. I think that thing's made for a work environment, not for Minecraft.
perfect amount. Get down to this side. I'll give you 4, okay? We don't use it for why. have a bucket? No.
All right, guys, we're dipping in 26 minutes.
Before I make it. Can't go back up to Egypt, so exactly.
How do you have it?
Switch keyboard is
I'm trying to disconnect the camera. Wait, go back down. How many?
Leave the tablet the way it is. Mess with it. I have a bigger connection. Board. Spring keyboard. That's rough.
Doing something.
It's impossible.
Skeleton army got you
How
good.
did you pass it?
You just gotta get your strength high enough. You easily one of them. Your might high enough, so you just want one of them. That's like spinach. Spinach is like a must.
Here now. Damage sensitive. That it's still the full card. The regen just overpowers.
Yeah.
So unless it's on animal, it does nothing. Now it does it. Take 3 hits, okay. It would take 3 hits even without the fire. Yeah. No, like. Win creative. Wait,
Spinach. We're not gonna get
It's just a random drop. On that map, there is spinach usually on the right side, but it's gonna be really hard to find it without the map. So, but you always gotta pick one. Yeah, pick whichever one you think will be best for your character. What character are you playing? So yeah, so all of them are probably good for you besides the one you have selected. I will recommend the cross. Yep, I recommend the cross. There you go.
why is that cross so good?
Has a boomerang effect. So now, if you get luck, it's luck of what you need to get to this like dancing sword version. Like the clover. For the wizard person, I'll pick King Bible.
What?
And you want to get the duplicate ring when you can. Makes it so you get extra projectiles. So like, you know how you're only shooting one? It'll make it so everything shoots 2 or 3. Like at least one extra. If you have it. I don't know if you have it or not. And just experiment. Like, it's a rogue game, so just... That's the fun of these games, is experimenting builds. Using that big brain of yours and think about what build will be best.
But how you find a map is you just spectate.
What do you mean? Spinach helps. Just like look over your weapon and see like what your weapon, but when you're back at the menu, So look at your guy gets experience. So the person you're playing right now gets extra experience every level. So I would really utilize that and get the experience after. And it's your call. So whip's decent, and also that's decent. I always try to focus on maxing out my build. Like I planned before and make my build. Oh yeah, that's yeah. So you can have 6 weapons and 6 passives. So you're probably using the mouse though, starting it off. He saved world? Did you oop it?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. Remember, Jason, you don't have to play with him if that kind of stuff bothers you. Yeah, he's going on the Roblox right now. No. I think garlic would be really good. I need to get it. Focus on what's good about.
Let's go here.
And build around garlic. Increases your damage by 10%.
Wait a minute. Gotta be ready.
Yeah, it is.
That's definitely shut. Okay, we're back.
We dip in 6 minutes, boys. Here I said, my friend. want the 6 to be?
Very good one. Come here. Yeah.
No, I need to build around the X. X has good power. Can duplicate it. Good area. Doesn't have good duration. So. Lot. Oh, wait.
It is definitely safety back. I can.
Yep. Let's again. We built around the X.
Capybara. What the flip is this game? This game is messed up. Safety back. Definitely stuck. Good.
Nice. You mad, bro? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. How did it glitch?
I was like stuck in a bush.
Oh. Stuck in the bush. You keep your eyes for that, man. That's not a glitch. There actually is bushes there. You get stuck. They're like a kind of square. And usually there's stuff in them. Oh, we got dip Russ. It's time.
Yo, I almost got everything in a wall. Already
Love you
won.
guys. Peace.